Okay, real fine. I just stepped about 5 feet away from the microphone for a minute. I started to stream up. Actually, I brought a stream up right now on w5kub.com, and you can actually, if you go there right now, you can actually see this net. You can see me. You can hear the people on the net. You can see the S meter and so forth. So that's just something we do kind of fun to do before the show tonight. The show isn't until 8 o'clock, but we've started streaming the net here, and I'm glad you checked us out on QRZ. There, we've got a lot of great co-hosts on there tonight. One of our co-hosts, Riley Hollingsworth. You may know Riley. He's the retired special counsel to the FCC. He's back on our show again tonight, and it'll be interesting. Riley always has some good things to say and answers our questions there. Let's see what time it is. It's net time, so Jim, stick around here with us if you don't mind, and take part. We might not get but just one or two check-ins the first 5 or 10 minutes here, and we like to just as the net name is Roundtable, we like to just keep floating it around everybody and let them talk a little bit. KK4VRL W5KUB.
Yeah, I'm going to slide off frequency a minute and tune my amp up, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes and kind of listen to you guys, okay?
Okay, well, that sounds real good. I'm glad you found us, and please join us here, and hopefully you'll watch the show tonight. And hey, if this is your first time to watch the show, you have to bring 2 visitors with you. We'll see you in a few minutes, Jim, and I'll go ahead and see if there's any other check-ins out there. Thanks a lot, man. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo calling the Roundtable Net. It's Tuesday night at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on 7180. Just wondered if we have anybody ready to check in. Call now, Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo.
November 4, Juliet, Lima, November.
All right, November 4, Juliet, Lima, November. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo. Name's Tom. We're near Memphis. What's your name and where are you located?
Hello, Tom. This is Johnny over in Owensboro, Kentucky. I'm in Owensboro, Kentucky, and I saw you on Facebook, and that's why I tuned in here. I'm just running about 90 watts right now. Didn't know if you could hear me or not.
Well, actually, your 90 watts is pretty loud, to tell you the truth. It doesn't seem like that. And the static is not too awful bad right now. You're getting over it. Johnny, I'm glad you saw the post on Facebook and got to join us there. We've already had one check-in, Jim from Georgia. He'll be back here in a minute. Stand by a second and we'll rotate it around to you there. Any other check-ins? This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo.
Thomas, this is Jim. I'm back. KK4VRL. Who was that just checked in?
Jim, that was Johnny. He's in Owensboro. Yeah, I guess I got that right. Owensboro, Kentucky. And N4JLN is his caller. Did you hear him?
How about it, Johnny? N4JLN, KK4VRL. KK4VRL, N4JLN. Got a good copy on you, Johnny. No problem hearing him at all, Tom.
Yeah, he's only running 90 watts up there, so you got a pretty good signal in here. Well, Johnny and Jim, like I was mentioning a minute ago, a lot of times, I don't know if the net's a little early in the afternoon, but we usually don't pick up very many people at the beginning of the net here. I know last week before the net closed, we were having pile-ups toward the end of people wanting to check in there. Well, Jim, man, we are so glad you found us and came over here tonight. And hey, the lineup on the show tonight is going to be we've got three three regulars on there. Martin F. Jew, the founder of MFJ, is going to be with us. Riley Hollingsworth from the FCC, and Emmett Hohensee, Chief Engineer Radio Wave, is going to be with us. And a guest tonight is going to be Christian Kudnick, K0STH, from 100 Watts the Wire. He's going to be joining us tonight. So that's the lineup and the rundown tonight. Jim, over.
That sounds good. Well, I'll be listening. I've got this thing pumped up a little bit. I'm gonna tune it down a little bit. I'm running about 1,500. That's about 1,200 right there. I think that's plenty.
Okay, now remember, this is like a TV show. You have to watch it. You have to watch it on your computer. It's on the internet at w5kub.com at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Over.
Okay, 9 o'clock. I'll do that.
Yeah, we also simulcast our audio. We send our audio up to an international shortwave station up in Maine, and we're on 5130 kilohertz for people listening to our show around the world every night. How you copying up there, Johnny in Kentucky, N4JLN W5KUB?
Well, I've got a great copy on you. I don't know how many watts you're putting out or what kind of radio or antenna you got there, but it's sure doing a fine job there from outside. You sound real good up here in Kentucky.
Okay, well, I switched around antennas then. You were a little louder on a different antenna. On a Delta loop, you were a little bit louder. This antenna right now I'm using is a extended double ZEP. It's a 40 meter extended double ZEP. It's about 172 feet long. It's fed in the center with open line. It's up about 80 feet. And then it's fed with a 1.5 kilowatt tuner at the base of that feed line. And then I've got about 130 feet of LMR 400 that comes into the shack. We're running a Ameritron AL80B amplifier here, probably about 900, maybe 1,000 watts, and the radio is the IC7310. Stand by, Johnny. Let me see if we got any other check-ins. Any check-ins? Give us a call. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo. Well, like I said, it's going to be just a few of us at the beginning. It will pick up. So, Jim, the first time we've talked to you, it's nice meeting you there. I'm retired here. Been retired from FedEx for about 5 years now, and my job at FedEx was their international. I managed their international telecommunications. So, just kind of retired and trying to get back into ham radio. Been a ham for 54 years now. Got my license in 1964. Back to you, Jim. KK4VRL W5KUB.
Yeah, W5KUB, KK4VRL. Yeah, you've been a ham operator a lot longer than I have. I got my license in 2014. So I've only had my license almost 5 years, so you guys are way ahead of me. I'm retired from the printing industry. I was worked in the printing business all my life. I'm 76 years old. I'll be 77 in January. I exercise a lot, and I'm looking at your picture on your QRZ site, and me and you look like we're probably around the same age. I'm in pretty good shape. I walk a lot and exercise. I've been working on the car today. I put an oil pump and a screen in my 2004 Ford Ranger, and then I changed the oil and flushed everything out real good with some kerosene. I had to disconnect the ignition system where the car wouldn't crank so I could run that kerosene through my lines and not hurt anything. Don't want it cranking up and blowing up my oil pan off, But that's about it, back to you.
Well, okay, Jim. Boy, interesting there. I've never done anything like that. I had an 80 El Camino I kept for a long time, boy, and I did some work on it and like that, but I didn't ever get that deep to it. Finally ended up selling the thing, getting rid of it. Well, age here is 70 going on 71. I guess I'm 70 and a half. And hey, it's never too late to get in a hobby. It's a good hobby. You'll enjoy the hobby, and man, you sound like you got a great functioning station there. Let's see if there's anybody ready to check in. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo.
Kilo Golf 5, Hotel Yankee Golf.
Yeah, KG5 HYG. This is W5 KUB. Give us your name and location, please.
My name is Mark. Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie, down in Southeast Texas.
Okay, Mark, real fine. Well, I've noticed we've got a pretty good connection not only to Georgia, but Texas also usually comes in pretty good for us here on this band here. Well, Mark, the name here is Tom, T-O-M, Tom. We're outside of Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know if you found us by accident, or maybe you followed us on Facebook or been following the live show that we have on Tuesdays. Back to you, Mark. KG5HYG W5KUB.
Yes, Roger. Actually, just by accident, just picked this little radio up, new to me, Kenwood TS480, and just trying it out.
Okay, well, we welcome you into the net tonight. This net is called Roundtable, and we kind of think of it as a sister to our live show that we have tonight. The live show is called Amateur Radio Roundtable on W5KUB.com at 8 p.m. Central Time. And we've just a lot of us decided that a lot of the viewers would like to get together and have an HF connection before the show, and that way they can get to talk and meet each other and so forth. And so we've started up a net before the live show tonight. Hope you can tune in tonight, watch the show there. Check us out on W5KUB in QRZ.com, and it'll give you a lot more information if you're interested there. Let me shoot it back up real quick to Johnny. Johnny, it's your turn. How's things going up there in Kentucky? And is it Owensboro?
Yeah, that's correct, Tom. I'm actually in Lewisport, Kentucky, which is about 10 miles from Owensboro, but everything's going great. Everything's going smooth around here, and really happy that I tuned in tonight. Sounds like it's going to be enjoyable. I think I'm going to step aside here just for a minute and turn my amp on and tune it up a little bit, and then I'll check back in with you and see if I can get back to you here in just a few minutes.
Okay, Johnny. Well, your 90 watts is doing a great job. I'm hearing you fine without the amp, but go ahead and maybe that'll make it a little bit clearer for some of the other people. We'll be back with you there in a minute. Any other check-ins, real quick, to Roundtable Net? Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo.
November 4, Whiskey Lima Foxtrot.
N4 WLF W5KUB, and who is that, and where are you?
This is James up in East King, Kentucky. How are you tonight?
Yeah, okay, Gene. Yeah, real fine. Let's see, Gene, you've been in here before with us, hadn't you?
Sorry, Tom. I think I lost you there. Can you repeat?
Yeah, okay. You know what? I had you down as James. James is the last time, but the name is Gene. Is that right?
No, James.
Okay, yeah, I remember you from the other day, James. Real fine. Hey, thanks for checking in tonight from Kentucky again. Pretty good signal in here. Not doing too bad, and hope you're around for the show tonight at 8 p.m. Should be a good show. Might even be some surprises on there. Who knows? Let me shoot it back to Mark real quick. Mark, you hadn't said anything for a couple minutes. Let's shoot it back to Mark. KG5HYGW5KUB.
Hey, this is Mark. Yes, like I said, just going through and hitting on it, and I think I'm missed the broadcast tonight. I actually volunteer with a local volunteer fire department, so I've got a meeting to go to here about 6:30. So I won't be around for the rest of it, but I have enjoyed it, and thank you for letting me in.
Well, okay, Mark, real fine. Well, look, all of our shows are recorded. You can still go to w5kub.com. You can watch all the shows. Just click under archives. And, I mean, if you get in later tonight, you know, if you get in at 8 or 9 o'clock, you can still go to our site there and find the show and click on it and watch it. In fact, our show will probably be live until, so we go live at 8 o'clock. Well, actually, we go live at 7:30 with pre-show set up, and then we usually on to about 9:30 or so. But check the show out, and if you can't watch it live, just check it off of YouTube there or our site, w5kb.com. And great job on your service there. Any other check-ins real quick? Whiskey 5, Kilo Uniform Bravo. Well, I heard somebody they were very, very, very weak. I'll listen again. Give us a call, W5KUB. All right, I can't pull you through. Just hang in there. Maybe the conditions will get better in the next few minutes, and we'll be able to pull you out there. Any other check-ins for Roundtable? This is W5KUB. All right, well, I'm hearing a few people, but man, I just cannot pull them through right now. Jim, let's go back down to Georgia. Let's go down to Georgia and see how Jim is doing down there. KK4 VRL W5KUB.
Yeah, W5KUB, KK4VRL, back with you. Oh, we're just doing great. I'm sitting here, got my pen and pencil going, and kind of writing everybody's name down. And boy, James was sounding good. N4WLF up in Kentucky. At the top of the evening, James. I don't think I've ever talked to you before, but good sounding setup up there. And in fact, everybody sounds good. But those last two stations that came in there, I couldn't pull them out either. So evidently, where they were at, the conditions is not favorable. Back to you.
Well, all right. Well, I'm listening for my friends. I got a message from my friends from the TV show Last Man Standing. You know, with Tim Allen in it out there. They've got their station up on the studio, and they were going to be testing about this time, and I gave them our frequencies. So, guys, let's listen real close for KA6 LMS for Last Man Standing. Maybe they'll give us a call here in a minute. Any other check-ins real quick? This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo.
KA6 LMS. All right, I got that down.
X-ray Delta.
Oh, well, I heard an X-ray Delta.
Yeah, Roger. KC9 KXT. Kilo Charlie 9 Kilo X-ray Delta. Over.
Yeah, KC9JXD. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo. Give me your name and where are you located?
My name is Ed, and I'm located in South Central Illinois. But you have my suffix wrong. We'll go over that again. It's Kilo Charlie 9 Kilo X-ray Delta QSL.
Okay, I got it that time. KC9KXD W5KUB. Glad to have you in here tonight, Ed, from Illinois. This is Tom, and we're near Memphis, Tennessee, and this is Roundtable Net, the sister net to our live show that comes on later tonight at 8 p.m., the live ham radio show tonight at 8 p.m. We hope you'll join us, and if you haven't ever watched before, check us out on QRZ, and you can get information about it and it'll tell you more about it there. Back to you, Ed, KC9KXD, and your call sounds familiar. We probably have worked before, or maybe you've been watching the show. I don't know. KC9KXD W5KUB.
Okay, Tom. No, I don't believe we've ever talked before, but and I have you up on QRZ on my computer right now. I wasn't even aware of your program, but I will be checking you out tonight at 8 o'clock and see what it's all about. So on your final, I'm going to say, so by the way, you got a good 5-9 signal report coming in to me. How am I doing over to you, Tom? W5KUB, this is KC9KXD. Back to you, Tom.
All right, KC9KXDW 5KUB. Boy, you're loud. Got a good signal in here, Ed. Real good signal. Glad you checked us out on QRZ there. It tells you a little history about the show. We've taken our show out to Hollywood, to the ABC stage out there, and where I got to meet Tim Allen. And we actually broke the news on our show. We were the first to break the news that Tim Allen had got his license. We've done a lot of other cool things with the show. We've had DXpeditions on here from the South Pole, basically, on our show live on Tuesday nights. And tonight, our regulars on the show tonight is going to be Riley Hollingsworth. He's a retired special counsel to the FCC. He'll be on tonight answering questions if anybody has questions. And we've got Martin F. Jew. He's the founder of MFJ. And we've got Emmett Hohensee, Radio Waves chief engineer, and Christian Kudnick is going to be on from 100 Watts The Wires joining us tonight. So it's going to be a good lineup, I think, tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you see you at 8 o'clock tonight. Ed, over.
Roger on that. Tom, I will be checking you out. I'll be listening in on that. Looking to be very interesting. So I hope to keep talking to you guys again. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. And thanks a lot. Good luck, by the way, on your live ham radio program. W5KUB. This is KC9. I'll say 7-3 for right now. Bye-bye, Tom.
All right, Ed, thanks a lot. Hey, make you a little sticky note, put it on your radio there. This net's every Tuesday at 5:30 Central Time on 7180. And, man, we'd love to have you every week. 73, Ed. Any other check-ins for our roundtable? This is W5KUB. I heard a couple. I heard a Queen X-ray. Let's take that one first. Was there a Queen X-ray? All right. I must have got it wrong. I'm listening again. Anybody, give a call. All right. I heard a kilo. Kilo. Try again.
Kilo Echo 7 Kilo. And we're in South Dakota. We're around the city. Maybe your phone. Let me one check in. W5KUB from 87KK.
Tom, he's kind of up and down on me.
All right, guys. Sorry, I just 15 seconds ago I had to step up and answer the phone. I've got guests coming in to be on a show tonight from Texas, and I'm expecting them any minute there. And Joe with the call KK, I can hear most of what you're saying, but I still missed your call there. Give me your call one more time, Joe. Okay. KE7KK W5KUB. And Joe, where are you located?
South Dakota. Rapid City, South Dakota. About 80 miles southeast of Katy.
Okay, Rapid City, South Dakota. Okay, real fine. Great. Glad to have you in here tonight. KE7KK W5KUB. We got a little static, a little QRN here tonight, and it was just a little bit rough there, but the last transmission you came through much better there. Let me check for the other check-in and see who that was. This is W5KUB. Call us now. All right, right. Well, I didn't hear anybody. So let me see where we were in our rotation here. Let's see. I just talked to Jim, I think, last. Johnny up in Kentucky, you still with us? N4JLN W5KUB.
W5KUB N4JLN. Yeah, I'm back with you, Tom. Wanted to say that I watched your YouTube video when you went up to your, I guess, summer place, North Carolina maybe, and you put the vertical up in the tree and had the tuner at the base of the tree and the 7300 there on the front porch. It was very interesting, very educational video there, and I really appreciate you putting that up.
Okay, yeah, well, we were just over there again about, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and I gave a talk at the Jackson County Amateur Radio Club there, and we're heading down to Huntsville, Alabama this week to broadcast or webcast the Hamfest, the Huntsville Hamfest this weekend. Guys, you better tune in and watch. I mean, we've got thousands of dollars in prizes that we're going to be giving away if you're just watching and we call your name. I'm talking things like antenna tuners and antenna analyzers and HF antennas and handy talkies. Going to be a lot of nice prizes there. So, well, Johnny, yeah, in fact, my wife left today to go back to North Carolina. There was one of her cousins died, and she's gone over for a funeral. So I'll be traveling alone Thursday to Huntsville, and she'll be coming in from North Carolina into Huntsville probably either Thursday or Friday to join us. But if anybody is around Thursday morning, I'm going to try to operate mobile. I'll be operating mobile on 7180 using my remote base, my remote base that I put together using a little free Android app controlling the radio back here at the shack. So I'm looking for contacts Thursday morning on 7180. You guys give me a call. Mark down in southeast Texas, are you still with us? KG5HYG W5KUB. All right, Mark must have stepped away. James, are you still here? N4WLF W5KUB. All right, I didn't hear James there. Well, let's see. Let's go down the list here. KC9KXD, Ed in Illinois. Ed, you still got a copy? Over. Oh boy, I'm hearing somebody, but I'm not here. I don't think I can copy Ed. How about it, Joe, up in Rapid City, South Dakota? You still copying up here, Joe? KE7KK W5KUB. All right, it's like the band turned off. It's just like somebody flipped the switch and turned the band off. Any new check-ins? Any new check-ins for Roundtable? This is W5KUB.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Delta Alpha Whiskey.
WA4DAW, W5KUB. Boy, I've been wondering what happened to you. I hadn't heard you in weeks. Over.
That's a Roger. I've been kind of busy around here, but I'm glad I was able to get in here and watch the show a little later tonight.
Okay, real fine. You got a good signal in here. That 811H amp is doing a good job. I guess you still got that and hadn't replaced it yet. That's a real workhorse amplifier. I've got one of those here, and I'm not running it right now. I'm on a AL80B, but I love that 811H that I had there, Jim. Jim, how you hearing us tonight down in South Carolina? Over.
Well, I've got a little QSB on the signal and kind of an odd sound tonight on the band. We must be in the middle of a change because it's coming up and down. You peaked out about 10 over and then dropped back to about S7 on the meter here, so it's kind of a crazy evening. anyway, yeah, I'm running the AL811H, and it looks like it's peaking about 400 watts right now. WA4DAW.
All right, WA4DAW, W5KUB. Real fine, Jim. Glad to have you in here tonight. Hope to see you on the show at 8 o'clock tonight. Any other check-ins? This is W5KUB. Well, I heard somebody, but it was too weak for me to pull out. Too weak. Jim down in Georgia. Jim, you copying most of these people? KK4VRL W5KUB.
Yeah, W5KUB. Yeah, I was, I'm going to have to come to Huntsville Handfest. You guys, if I come up there, I'll probably come by myself. You'll put me to work when I get up there so I can kind of socialize with everybody and get you to show me how to do that with my phone and set my shack setup up. That sounds like a winner. That's back in the day. We used to call that high-tech redneck back here.
Well, Jim, you ought to come over to Huntsville. It's a great ham fest. Let me tell you, it's very large. They've got room to expand. It's air conditioned. When we drive in there, and everything is inside, and it's so big, we'll actually pull our vehicle inside the building to unload. Again, nice, new, clean, air conditioned, great food, great. It's called the friendliest ham fest in the world, and I believe it. We'll be heading down there Thursday. We'll be doing a setup. We'll be streaming live all day Friday on W5KUB. That's setup day. If you guys tune in to W5KUB.com on Friday, you'll probably see different people, like Bob Heil from Heil Sound, and other people come by and they'll get on a camera and say hello. But then the show, the Hamfest, is actually Saturday and Sunday, and that's the big show. So we'll be webcasting that too. Hope everybody will join us there. Real quick, any other check-ins to Roundtable Net? This is W5KUB. All right, I heard somebody on there again, but I'm just not going to be able to pull them out there. And I'm kind of listening here. I've got guests coming in. Actually, they're on the way from St. Louis to Texas. They're going to stop by. And they're going to actually drop into the studio tonight during the show. They wanted to come by and see us during the show in the studio, and we're gonna have some guests tonight, and that'll be Jerry, W5 BFF, and his son Kyle Wayne, and I don't remember Kyle's prefix, but his last three letters is KWG for Kyle Wayne Goodson, I think. But anyway, any other check-ins real quick? Whiskey 5, Kilo Uniform Bravo. All right, I think there was about three. There was about three people in there. I didn't get anybody. Let's try it again, and when I grab a couple letters, we'll work it that way. Over. All right, I heard a Whiskey 8 Zulu something X-ray, I think. Let's pick you up. Go ahead.
Roger. Whiskey 8 X-ray up here in Central Michigan. Dave on this is Delta Alpha Victor Echo.
Yeah, Dave, I still missed the middle letter of your call. W8Z something X.
Roger, Whiskey 8 Zulu X-ray. Double Zulu, go ahead.
Okay, I got it. W8ZZX W5KUB. Boy, if your call was ZZT, you could use ZZ Top for your phonetics. Over.
Roger. Give you a good solid 5-7 up here in Michigan, although It is fading in and out. I don't know how long I'll be able to hold it, though.
Okay, David. Yeah, the band is going to be up and down some. So we'll come back around to you in just a few minutes, and your signal might even be a lot better. Actually, I'm hearing you pretty good now. Once I did copy your call there. Let's see. I'm gonna go through the rotation again. Johnny up in Kentucky, N4JLN, W5KUB. Are you still awake there, Johnny?
Yeah, still hear you, but the conditions have changed, and you're not as loud as you were. I don't know if you can still hear me or not, but appreciate you hollering back at me there, and I'm going to listen as long as I can there. Hope the conditions improve. N4JLN.
Okay, Johnny, real good. Maybe the conditions will improve a little bit, and you'll hear us a little longer. But for everybody out there, just be sure and join us. Join back tonight at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on W5KUB.com, and join us on our live ham radio show. I think you'll enjoy it. A lot of ham radio information goes on there. A lot of ham radio experience. I would imagine with the maybe just the 4 people that we have on there, we have probably close to 200 years experience in ham radio with just 4 people, and that's really aging some of us, to tell you the truth. I've been a ham 54 years, got my license at 16, and it's been a great hobby. Anybody else out there trying to check in to Roundtable Net, call me now. This is W5KUB. Well, I'm going to need some help. Did anybody hear that person that could maybe give me a relay?
No, but when you get a chance, Jim, was his call sign N4GW?
Jim, WA4 Delta Alpha Whiskey, WA4DAW, over.
Roger. This is WA4DAW. Just wanted to let you know, Tom, that I had put together one of these little QRP Labs QCX CW transceivers since we last talked, and I'm having a ball here on 40. Back to you.
All right. Well, hey, did it work? I mean, you got it. Did you have any trouble? Walter here is building one, and Martin G was talking about it on his show the other day. He had a little trouble winding that coil, over.
Well, I've wound a number of these toroids, so that wasn't a terrific problem for me. It does have, let's see, 4 windings on the receive input coil, but, feeding the mixer, but, that probably took me the most time. You just have to be really careful with it and take your time and wind it just like the manual says. But other than that, it went together. I had no problem. The one thing that I would advise anybody to do is take and lay out all the parts before you begin.
Well, that's a good idea, boy. And I looked at it. It's got quite a few little parts on it too. Real interesting little deal. Now, did you get the? And I don't know really anything about it, but did you get the GPS unit that goes with it?
I sure did, and let me tell you, that thing is a jewel.
All right. Well, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Now, Walter down here, you've seen Walter on a show occasionally, my FedEx pilot friend, and Walter just built one. Now, he's having a little trouble. It doesn't seem to be tuning properly. When he went in to align it, the meter indications didn't really swing a lot like he thought they would. But I don't know where he stands on it, but he's got the GPS module also.
Yeah, the GPS module, if you're going to use it for whisper or anything, is really essential. But I got it more or less to, align the 2 oscillators in it to make sure they were adjusted properly. And I can actually use this thing as a reference oscillator to see how close I am on everything else in the shack. It's really accurate with that GPS module.
All right, hey, you just reminded me of something. I need to go back and find it, or if you can find the email, that email you sent me where you had the pictures of the 50C5 transmitter. I'm going to be real pushed for time, but I'd like to try to pull that up and get it on the show tonight, maybe show it to Martin Jew. If you can resend that to me, I might be able to get it on the show tonight. Over.
Do you want that along with the schematic or just the picture?
Well, I don't know. Have you got the schematic in a picture form?
Yes, I do. It's actually from the original magazine article.
Yeah, well, go ahead and send it to me, and I know you added the transformer to it. Send me whatever pictures you've got, and we're going to talk just a little about it. That just it intrigues me because I grew up, in a TV shop with those old radios with the 50C5 and the 35W4s and so forth. I just now thought about it. I know that it's in my email somewhere. But I will have Martin on the show tonight, and if you can send that to me, I'll try my best to pull it up between the net and the show and get it on the show tonight. So do that for me, and I appreciate it. And Jim down in Georgia was looking for your call a minute ago. I don't know if Jim wanted to say hello or if he's hearing you. Jim down in Georgia, are you hearing other Jim? KK4VRLW5 KUB?
Yeah, KC9, I think it was Kilo X-Ray Delta. Yeah, because me and you both got it wrong to start with there, Tom. Yeah, I can hear him. What's going on down there, Ed?
Well, I thought you asked about DAW a minute ago. WA4DAW. That's Jim in South Carolina. Over.
Oh, I did, and it was NA4GAW. I pulled it up. That's alias for W4GAW. What does that mean on the computer when that comes up, alias?
Well, I think it's just another call that a person maybe had prior to that and changed their call, and it actually will pull both of them up. That way, if you're looking for somebody and you don't know the new call, you'll still locate them. Over.
Well, can I get in touch with the Federal Communication and change mine? I'd like to change some letters in mine, the way instead of the KK4, have it like JA4VRL.
Well, it depends on if that call has been used. You might look in QRZ to see if that call has already been issued to somebody. And then, of course, there are ways to apply through the FCC, for call letters. So you'd have to go that route. Over.
Yeah. I thought, I listen to you guys, but I tell you what, I can tell you've been in it a long time because you definitely have extended your horizon, so to speak. And like I say, I've only been a ham operator for 4 years now, so I'm still learning. But I may come to that test. There's a friend of ours who used to watch our mother before she passed away, and she's a ham operator, and she tries to get me to go all the time. So I may do it. That way, I'd have somebody right up there with and
Well, Jim, that would be great if you can make it to Huntsville. Again, it's this coming Saturday and Sunday. And come on over. Be sure and look us up. Look our webcast up. We're going to be right next to the stage. We're going to have a big booth with our camera and everything right next to the stage. You can't miss us. We're there every year. And be sure and come by and just say hi and let us see you in person there. Let me take any new check-ins real quick. New check-ins for Roundtable Net. This is W5 KUB. All right, I'm actually looking for KA6LMS. KA6LMS. That's the stage of Last Man Standing out in Hollywood. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo. supposed to be on just about this time, and we're looking for contacts, testing their equipment. They're putting the equipment back together. They got the antennas up, and the show has been renewed, so they're putting their equipment back together, and they actually have a working ham station there on the set, and they've got a ham club there, and from time to time they get on there and make contacts with people. Let's see where we are here, boy. So I've already talked with Jim and Johnny there. The other people weren't here when I called last time. Mark, are you still with us from Texas? KG5HYG. This is W5KUB. All right, Mark's not there. Looks like he's gone. How about James N4WLF? You here? All right, I don't hear James. Ed down in South Central Illinois. Are you there, Ed? KC9KXDW5KB. All right, Cedar Rapids, KE7KK. You got a copy, Joe? Somebody real weak. It sounded like Echo Victor Zulu or something. Try again. I'll listen real sharp this time. Try again. Man, he's just not making it. I heard a 5 that time, a 5. Did anybody else copy him? Over? All right. Well, we're still not hearing you yet, but I'll keep listening. We'll keep an eye out for you here in the next few minutes. Any other check-ins for Roundtable? This is W5KUB. Well, Jimmy, several have left us, or the band has gone bad. But let me shoot it back down to Georgia there. Boy, I hope you can make it. Hope you can make it there to Huntsville. KK4BRL W5KUB. All right, did I hear a 5 IMU? Maybe a 5 IMU? I didn't hear it. One more time, give us a call, W5KUB.
KG4IMD.
KG4IMD, I think, W5KUB.
That's a Roger. You got John down here in Pensacola, Florida. We just said that this talk about Huntsville there. Thought we'd get back to you there.
All right, John, got you good signal in here into the Memphis, Tennessee area. The name here is Tom, T-O-M Tom. We're located near Memphis, Tennessee, in a little city called Collierville, Tennessee. And this net is called Roundtable. It's a sister net of our ham radio show that comes on at 8 o'clock tonight on W5KUB.com. And the intent of this net is just to invite any and all ham radio operators, whether they watch the show or not, to get together and meet and say hello to each other. So, John, how things down in Pensacola, Florida tonight? I used to go down here when I was a teenager. I used to go down to Pensacola every summer. KG4IMD W5KUB.
Yeah, that's a Roger. This is KG4IMD. Yeah, it's a little bit hot down here in Pensacola. We've been getting some showers off and on, but we're looking to maybe the middle part of October come up there in Tennessee around Knoxville there. Back to you.
All right, well, Knoxville's about, it must be 300 miles to the east of me. It's quite a ways, 250, 300 miles probably to the east. I'm on the very left end of the state near Memphis. Over.
Yeah, right on that. Yeah, we our whole church group every time we mention about going up around Knoxville up there in Tennessee to the mountains. Seems like the whole church wants to grab up and go with us. course, everybody takes turns by going, but, we like it up there in the mountains and had a piece of land up there next to Cumberland Gap and sold it. Sometimes I wish I didn't, but you know how it goes there back there.
Well, yeah, it's real pretty up there, real pretty, and that's a nice place to go. You ought to get back up there whenever you can. We've got a home over in western North Carolina, in the Smoky Mountains in western North Carolina, at a little place called Tuckasegee, North Carolina. It's about an hour southwest of Asheville, in the Smoky Mountains there. And in fact, the wife is over there today, and she'll be meeting me down in Huntsville here probably in about 2 days. We went different directions. We had several things come up here, so we had to make some adjustments on our trip here. But we'll be webcasting the Huntsville Ham Fest all day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week, and we got lots of prizes for our viewers out there. Back to you, John. KG4IMD, W5 KUB.
Yeah, that's a Roger. Yeah, we was thinking about going up there to Huntsville. It all depends on how this going to see the doctors and everything. Okay, let me step aside here and let somebody else there get back to you. And so I believe your call was W5 KEB. This is KG4IMD on the side.
Okay, John, real fine. KG4IMD. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo. Okay. Well, if you get a chance, tune in to the live ham show tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time on W5KUB.com and join us. We've got a lot of great people in here tonight. We've got Riley Hollingsworth, retired special counsel to the FCC. He's on the show tonight. Martin F. Jew, founder of MFJ. Emmett Hohensee from Radio Waves. We've got Chris Kudnick from 100 Watts on the Wire with us tonight. Big show tonight, and it's all for ham radio fun. And we've got a chat room you can join and talk with us or anybody else that's watching the show. 73 is John. We'll see you later. Check us out on QRZ.com for more information there. 73. Any other check-ins for Roundtable? This is W5 KUB.
KY4MRG.
Oh, there were about 3 or 4 there. There was a. Let me take the KY4 first. I think KY4. Go ahead.
Mike Radio Germany, KY4MRG. Mike in Lancaster, Kentucky. Good evening, Tom.
Yeah, Mike, did you say Lexington, Kentucky?
Negative, Lancaster.
Okay, Lancaster, Kentucky. Okay, real fine. Gotcha. You got a fairly good signal. Well, we are having some static crashes there. Mike, very good. Thanks a lot for checking in here. I heard another station. I think there was one with WC. A WC maybe? Give us a call. Okay, KE4WZ, KE4 Whiskey Zanzibar ? One more time.
Echo 4 Whiskey Zulu Gamma 4 KE4WZU in North Carolina.
All right, North Carolina, KE4WZU, as in uniform, I think. W5 KUB. Where in North Carolina are you?
I'm in the exact center of the state, in Asheboro, which is the exact geographic center of the state.
Okay, real fine. As I was just mentioning, we have a home. We have a home in Tuckasegee in the Smokies, and it's about a 1 hour drive. 1 hour drive southwest from Asheville. Over.
Roger that. How far is that drive from Memphis? I would imagine that's a lot of driving from Memphis to the mountain home.
Well, It is. It is. In fact, my wife drove it today. I don't know if she's there yet. It's about a 10-hour drive. It's a little over 500 miles. Over.
Good gracious. Anything any closer than 500 miles away?
Well, that's the old homestead. Her mother built a house there, and of course her mother's passed on now, but all of her cousins and aunts and uncles, everybody lives in the mountains right there. And in fact, she went over today to go to a funeral for one of her cousins. Normally we would be leaving to go to Huntsville tomorrow, but I put my trip off now to Thursday. I'm coming into Huntsville from the west, and she'll be coming into Huntsville from North Carolina either Thursday or she'll join us Friday. So yeah, it's a long ways over there. I wish it was closer.
Roger, I will be watching or listening to your webcast from the access down in Huntsville. I do plan on to your
Oh man, I got interrupted there. I was looking for a guest at the door, and I heard you talking about the webcast. What was your question about the webcast? Stand by. I've got a phone. I'll be right back.
Roger that.
Well, actually, I don't have a phone. It was a robocall, and my robocall killer killed it. So, what was your question about the show? Over. Man, I'm just barely hearing you right now. You've dropped down a little bit. Check us out on qrz.com. There will be information if you're interested in the show. We do have a live ham radio show tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. on w5kub.com, and we'd be glad to, if you join us. We'll be happy to have you there. Over. All right, well, 73s, you're quite weak, but I got part of that. 73s, I'm going to take a quick standby real quick. I need to check and find out where our visitors are that's joining the show tonight. Just real quick, anybody else want to yell at us and check in? Call now. This is W5KUB.
Kilo Echo 8, India Bravo Hotel.
Whiskey Mary Tango. Tango, India Tango.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I heard Rich here, W8TIT up in Wisconsin. Hey, Rich, how you doing? And I heard KE8IBH. KE8IBH, let's take you first. What's your name and location? Over.
Kilo Echo 8, India Bravo Hotel. This is John from Toledo, Ohio. Working on a new Nikon 7300 with a Over.
All right. Stand by. I'll be right back with you, John. Hey, buddy. That's okay. I'm calling you. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. You throw it in if you want to. In fact, I'm gonna have a guest coming by. I haven't met him. It's Jerry Goodson. He's been up with Emmett up in St. Louis, and he's heading back to Texas, and he's dropping by. Just wants to come in the studio and say hi. So, come on down if you want to. I'll unlock the front door. Just come in, okay? All right, let's see. Okay, real fine. Okay, well, that's another person coming into the studio tonight. I need to make arrangements to get them in here in a minute. Okay, let's see. John, I'm sorry I didn't get to hear a whole lot of what you said there. The phone did ring, but I think you said you're on a 7300 there. Great. You're doing pretty good. The static is taking you out a little bit. Let me say hi to Rich. Up at the Military Academy up in Wisconsin. And Rich, I hope we see you on the show tonight. W8TIT W5KUB.
Yeah, W9, but that's all right. How you doing, Tom? Yeah, it's 90 degrees here. I just came in working on my antenna. It's not quite up yet, but I was climbing ladders and throwing strings and wires through the trees. Nice to hear you again. I got to hop out real quick because I got salt water running my eye. So I will watch you guys tonight at 73, Whiskey 9, Tango, Italy Tango.
Okay, Rich, I knew that. I didn't mean to mess your call up. My bad. W9 TIT W5KB, and you sounded real good in here tonight. Lot better than you did on the last couple times you checked in there. See you later. Let me pick John back up in Toledo again. KE8IBH W5KUB.
Hello, W5KUB. Again, John, KE8IBH from Toledo. First time last over a year and just picked up some HF equipment. So really proud to be down the air, really and in general. Over.
Okay, now, did I get the name right? John, is that right?
That's right, John.
Yeah, okay, I just want to make sure there. Okay, John, well, great. Well, your rig's doing you a good job there, and I think you'll like that 7300. I've got one here. I'm on a 7610 right now, but I've got a 7300 that I use a lot, and I love that little radio. It's a cool little radio there. All right, let's see where you are. What time is it? It's 6:30. We're about an hour away from the live pre-show that starts. Our show starts about 7:30 p.m. for setup on W5KUB, and hopefully we'll have a large group tonight. I probably need to get off here in a minute and do some work and try to rearrange some of the spots for the show tonight. Also, we have special guests driving in from St. Louis and Texas to come in the studio tonight, and I'm watching for them. I don't know what time they're going to get here, but they think they're going to be here before the show starts. Any other check-ins real quick for Roundtable? This is W5KUB.
Tom, real quick, I sent you that email again. This is W84DAW.
Okay, W84DAW, W5KB. I should have time to pull those pictures out, and I'll get them, and maybe we can talk about that tonight. That's a neat little radio. All right, any other check-ins? This is Whiskey 5, Kilo Uniform Bravo. Man, I hear a voice. I recognize a voice. You're very persistent. You've been trying tonight a number of times. I can't quite pull you out through all the static, but we're going to keep trying. I'm listening for check-ins. This is W5KUB. All right, anybody out there? Any relays? Anybody hear that check-in?
Have him try it again.
All right, the station calling. Let's try again, and we all got our ears tuned to listen for you. Go ahead and give us a call. This is W5KB. I think I heard a 5. That's all I got.
That's KC4TT. It ends in Zulu, I know that.
Try again. We're going to get these letters one at a time. Try again. Well, I think you gave up that time.
heard. Anyway, carry on. Thank you very much. Count me in. I'm just listening. You listener, KC4TT.
KC4PT W5KB. Well, hey, thanks a lot, boy. You got a great signal. Where are you located and what's your name?
About 30 miles south of Chattanooga.
Okay, I heard 30 miles south of Chattanooga. I didn't get the name. What's the name there?
Yeah, my name is Perry. It starts with a P as in Papa, but because of the call sign, Kilo Charlie 4 Tootie Tootie, they call me Tootie.
Okay, your call's KC4TT, is that right? Tango Tango? I'm not sure I got the call right. I got KC4 Papa Tango, is that right?
No. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango Tango.
Okay, I got you. KC4 Tango Tango. Boy, you got a loud signal. You're very loud here in western Tennessee near Memphis. The name here is Tom, T-O-M Tom. We welcome you to the net. Thanks a lot for checking in here with us tonight and listening. And this is Roundtable Net, and we meet on 7180 about 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And this net is a sister to our ham radio show called Amateur Radio Roundtable, which is on at 8 o'clock p.m. tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time tonight. If you need more information about the show, check out QRZ W5KUB, and it'll give you more information about the show. Any other check-ins real quick? W5KUB.
Tom, I'm familiar. I always kind of keep up with you when you're at Dayton, so enjoy your show up there, and I monitor this frequency every morning, so I'm around here also. But carry on, and thanks again. Sorry to delay you. KC4TT73.
KC4TT W5KUB. Hey, Perry, I'm going to be mobile. I'll be mobile heading to Huntsville on Thursday morning mobile from maybe 9 o'clock to maybe 1 o'clock. And I want to make some HF contacts. I've got the remote base station I've put together, remote base station in the truck. So I'll be using the rig here at home. Give me a call, watch for me on this frequency Thursday morning, and then again Monday morning coming home. Over.
Yeah, I'll do that, but there's some elderly gentlemen, and I'm elderly also, but they get on 7181 every morning, and they start around 8, and then that group drops out at 8:30, and then that group picks up, and they drop out at 9 on 7181, and then we start out on 7180 at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Tom.
Okay, Eastern, so that would, you say at 9, that'd be 8 o'clock here.
Correct, yes.
Okay, well, I'll be around that frequency somewhere. If I hear you guys, I'll yell at you. Over.
Thank you very much. Look forward to it. Have a good evening from KC4TT.
All right, boy, you're booming in here. KC4TT W5KUB 73.
You're 20 over.
N4 U something L.
November 4, United Golf London. Here's Carl.
Hello, Carl. How you doing? Where are you located, Carl?
I'm located in Palm Harbor, Florida, right here in Clearwater Beach, just outside of Camp Bay. And I heard you talk about running a remote station. That's what I'm running right now. And so I'm literally out here walking the dog and remoting to the 590 with a SB220 on a full length dipole while walking the dog. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Well, that's kind of exactly what I'm trying to do here. I've got several different remote-based systems kind of set up. The one I'm trying to use right now is just called Pocket RXTX. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a little Droid app. It's actually free, or you can pay $2 and something to get it without advertisement. But But man, it just, it brings the radio up right on the tablet or the phone, and you got complete control of the radio, and it just works great. And I take it walking. We walk about a mile and a half every day out here, and I'll take it with me on the walk out there. So it's kind of cool. I guess there's a number of different type remote-based systems. What are you using there? Maybe you're a Flex guy. I don't know. Over.
Actually, I'm an old school guy, but I saw this and it caught my eye. So that's exactly what I'm doing too. I'm sitting here holding I'm an iPhone guy, but I went and got a Droid phone, and the only purpose is doing exactly what it's doing. So I got my iPhone in my pocket, and I use the Droid for the remote. And same thing, I'm sitting here looking at a picture of the 590 on a screen here, and got a push to talk, and I got the VFO knob and all the filters and split frequency and processor, and I mean everything. I got everything right here, and I've even got I got a little camera set up, so I can look at the camera on my iPhone, and I see a picture of the watt meter. I see I've got the camera shooting at my watt meter and my antenna tuner and my amplifier, so I can just take a look at those as I'm walking down the road. At least when I initially start the conversation, just to make sure that the the antenna tuner and the watts and the amplifier is all keyed up and everything. As soon as I see I'm putting out the appropriate amount of power, which I keep it turned down to about 600 watts right now. And then once I verified it through the camera, I just key the mic and talk. So this one is I think it's what is it? RemoteHam.com, I think is what it is. It was a little $10 app. And you go on there, and there's, you can see all the other remotes if they want you to, where they're open. And I can log into other people's remotes too for free and listen in, and some of them allow you to transmit in, but 99% of the time I just sign right into my own. So I absolutely love it.
All right, Carl. Well, it sounds kind of like the app I'm using here. It's called Pocket RXTX. You ought to check it out, and it's just like it. You got the frequency dial. You read the frequency out on it. You got antenna tuner, noise limiters. Every button on the radio works, and you just tell it what radio you've got, and it makes a picture of that radio, basically. And but we're just going to run 100 watts with a TS 2000. And it's on a off center fed, 80 meter off center fed. That way it allow us to automatically move from 80, 40, 20, 10 meters easily, since we're not running an amp or switching or anything like that. Okay, well thanks Carl for checking in. We're going to be on that remote base Thursday morning on the way to the Huntsville Hamfest. We'll be webcasting the Huntsville Hamfest and giving away a lot of prizes to people, so hopefully everybody will tune in to W5KUB.com and join us the Hamfest experience here, even if you can't go. And hopefully you guys will all tune in and join the show tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time. Any other check-ins real quick for Roundtable Net? This is W5KUB.
November 5, Oscar, Foxtrot Whiskey.
Yeah, N50FW, W5KUB.
I'm N50SW, and I'm in Arlington, Texas, and I'm trying out my brand new ICOM 7300, and hopefully it's going to get up there. It's just feeding me wire and things, so nothing fancy there. And definitely be catching the show later with Christian and everybody else, so I'll kick it back to you again. 50SW back to W5.
Okay, I didn't get the name. What's the name?
David, Delta, Alpha, Victor, India, Delta.
Okay, David down in Arlington, Texas. Thanks a lot for calling. This is W5KUB. Real good. Glad you're going to tune into the show tonight. Christian will be with us. Christian Kudnick will be with us on the show tonight. Also, Riley Hollingsworth, retired special counsel to the FCC, will be on the show. Martin F. Jew, founder of MFJ, and also Emmett Hohensee, the chief engineer of Radio Waves, is going to be with us tonight. So I'm going to take a quick standby here and try to find out where our guests are coming in from St. Louis and Texas, to meet the show tonight. I need to go find where they are. I'm going to go ahead and close the net down here, I think, in the next 2 or 3 minutes. So let me take any last check-ins and get you in the log here. This is W5 KUB.
Kilowatt Echo 2 Alpha Alpha.
KE2 Alpha Alpha W5 KUB. Hello there.
Yeah, hello. Last minute check-in. So here I am, sir. My name is Paul. I'm in Erie, Echo Romeo, India Echo, Pennsylvania. W5 KUB, KE2AA.
All right, KE2AA, W5 KUB. Okay, Paul, up in Erie, Pennsylvania. Good to have you join us tonight, and hopefully you'll tune into the show at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. For more information, just check out QRZ and check out our call there, W5 KUB. All right, any last minute check-ins? We'll go one or two more. This is W5 KUB. Oh boy, I hear the same person. I know you're trying hard, and I'm trying to get you, but you're not coming through the QRN. It's just wiping you out. Listening for last check-ins, W5 KUB. All right, there were a couple in there. Didn't get either one. Try again. All right, there was a couple in there, but I didn't get any call. If you want to try again, I'm listening. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and shut the net down. We've got a lot of work to do before the show tonight. We'll actually have the webcast up at about 7:30 p.m. Central Time. The show starts at 8 o'clock. Had a great night, a great net tonight. Thanks to everybody. We had some good contacts there. We had a few that were kind of around the noise level, but again, we tried to get everybody we could hear into the net tonight. Thanks a lot, Sammy 3, and we'll see you guys on the show tonight, 8 p.m. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo.